We're always curious about songs, and we're always curious about the lyrics. And right now, we have this particular song in mind.
And that song's called OTW by Khalid, Ty Dolla and Black, which should be recognisable by the sound of this.
Yeah, so that song is by Khalid, Ty Dolla and Black, and they're all solo hip hop artists. Like at the moment, current solo hip hop artists at the moment.
Yeah.
They've all got their own albums and I think their own record labels. Not record labels, but I mean, like, they're under studios. I guess.
So Khaled's a singer, Ty Dolla $ign's a rapper, and Black is a rapper and singer, I believe.
They're all hip hop artists, pretty much. Which you can sing, you can rap, you can do scat. I don't know. Do people do scat nowadays? You know what scat is?
Like,
the scat man.
Yeah.
Mumble rap's kind of like scat, kinda. It's just
like scat to listen to, or you mean like the style of scat?
Yeah, the style.
Oh.
Yeah. I like some mumble rap. It's cool because it's all about the sound. It sounds cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to this song. Song's OTW, which I think means on the way. It does, right?
Yeah, OTW is supposed to stand for on the way.
Yeah, like, LOL, laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. For those who don't know. And yeah.
I would know.
I don't know, just, there might be some people out there that don't understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all current artists and they made a cool sounding song. I think this is mainly Khalid's song. He does sing the chorus, the hook, and he has the first verse. But either way, all together they made an awesome song.
Yeah.
So
it's a groovy song.
Yeah, so should we push along?
Sure. Okay. So we'll start off with the chorus. And the chorus goes, "Put it in drive, I'll be outside, I'll be on the way, I'll be on the way." I think that's pretty straightforward.
No, like that's why we're here. We gotta explain that.
Oh, so put it in drive is in, when you put the gear down into D. D stands for drive.
Yeah.
So he's about to take off and go somewhere.
Yeah. So for those who don't understand, his car is an automatic transmission, and he has to shift his transmission into drive so that he can, go ahead. When I first heard this song, I thought this song was a bit more. I thought it had a lot of sexual
innuendos.
Yeah, innuendos and connotations behind it. But I think I misheard the lyrics because I thought he was saying something about if you put me in drive, as in like you get me all heated up, then that's what I thought. But in a way, when I look at the lyrics now, it can still mean that put it in drive. Like, is he saying that he will put it in drive, or someone else will put it in drive, whatever it may be?
It's like that terrible pickup line, or "Let me park my car inside your body shop." No thanks.
That's awesome. That's a good one. I'm gonna use that one. But yeah, he's probably or likely talking about his car, to put it in drive. But I don't know, maybe he's talking about, get him hot, get him in heat. You put it, if you get him started up, he'll be outside and then he'll be on the way. Like, they could be on the phone, texting each other, and then, she said something and he's like, "Oh, I'm in drive now. I'm coming over."
Terrible.
No, hey, that actually could be what it means,
Yeah.
And maybe not so, straightforward as, something sexual, but maybe, if you get me excited, and not even sexually, just like, just happy to see you, I'll I can't remember. Yeah. So, and when he says "I'll be on the way," I'm pretty sure he's talking to a significant other or a potential partner, and you know he's going to show up to their doorstep or wherever they meet, wherever they may be, and be there to offer his company or other things. Yeah.
The next line goes, "You can meet me in 5. I'll be online. I'll be A all day. I'll be A all day." I think A all day. I can't hear properly, but is it in the song he's going, "I'll be A all day" or "all day"?
I don't know.
I can't tell. I don't listen properly.
I always thought he was just saying all day.
Or A all day, as in I'll be available all day.
Yeah, maybe, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he was just actually saying it, and it's written A all day just to drag the to
keep in melody and rhythm with everything.
I'm not sure. Maybe he did mean something about A all day.
Maybe.
But I don't know. I don't think. I don't recall hearing A all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can meet me in 5. I think that reveals that he's gonna be there as soon as possible, because whenever anyone talks about they'll be there in 5 minutes, or I'll just be 5 minutes, or whenever 5 minutes is mentioned, they're just trying to say it will be a very short time,
Or they are very close by to the location that you guys set to meet up.
Yes.
And it's only going to take 5 minutes because I'm just around the corner.
Yeah, or they could be even more creepier, and they could be a stalker, and the fact that this guy is only 5 minutes away, he's trying to prove the point, like, yeah, I'm always going to be in your vicinity.
Yeah.
So be careful.
Yeah.
But either way, the mention of 5 minutes means a very short time. I don't know if other languages or other cultures, they use the phrase or the idiom of,
just a minute,
or I'll be 5 minutes, because I don't know what it's like for other languages and cultures, but I can imagine one time I'm talking to one of my international friends and they're waiting for me to do something. I'll be like, "Oh, I'll just be 5 minutes." And they could be sitting there thinking, 5 minutes? I don't have 5 minutes. That's a very long time. You know how many minutes that is? How many seconds? That's 300 seconds. My goodness. Like, I don't know. Other cultures might take it the wrong way. I'm not sure. But I understand, because I speak the English language. When someone says 5 minutes, they're going to be pretty quick. And 5 minutes might not even be 5 minutes. They might actually mean they're only going to take 30 seconds. But, you say 5 minutes because we're supposed to understand it as a very short time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, either way, he's telling whoever he's speaking to.
He won't be long.
Yeah,
he'll be there pretty
definitely
quickly.
won't be long. Yeah.
After
he'll
that,
be on the way.
Yeah, he'll be on the way, and he'll be A all day.
Yeah. He'll be... What does he mean by "I'll be online"? Maybe he means because, nowadays, everyone's got their smartphones and they're logged on.
We usually always logged on to social media, like Instagram,
through our
Snap,
smartphones.
Facebook Messenger. We're always texting and messaging.
Yeah, and nowadays...
Instantaneously.
Yeah, nowadays, people easily have connection to the internet through their smart devices.
Or your network provider.
Yeah. So either way, you can contact him through the internet quite easily. He'll be online. And he'll be on his way.
After that, he says, "Put it in drive." Again, "I'll be outside. I'll be on the way." And repeats again, "You can meet me in 5. I'll be online. I'll be A all day. I'll be A all day."
Yeah.
So just to sum up the chorus, I think he's just pretty much saying that he'll arrive at the designated destination promptly and quickly. That's pretty much the gist of the chorus.
Yeah, and when you think about him saying that, I'll be there quickly and promptly, it's saying, the way you can think about it is, it's saying that this guy, he'll be so quick that you can trust him. You know? He's reliable.
Yeah, reliable.
When you need him, he'll be there. You know? whenever you talk to him like online or something, or through your instant messaging program, whatever, if you tell him to come by, he'll swing by straight away. He'll drive down. He might cross a few red lights or anything, but he'll try to be there within 5 minutes.
Yeah, and it shows a bit of sacrifice and commitment as well. If you're willing to drop everything, in an instant, just to be there pretty quickly, promptly for somebody, it shows commitment and sacrifice.
Yeah, he could be playing a basketball game with his friends, and all of a sudden he gets a phone call. He's like, all right, I'll be there. He leaves the court and he comes straight away. I know employers will like that kind of quality. Employers, they like someone that could respond to a call quickly, and he wants to show he's like that. He'll treat his lady like she is his employer. He's always there to satisfy her, to please her, to be there when she needs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, shall we move on to verse 1?
Let's do it.
So verse 1 starts off with, yeah. This the type of shit that you've been waiting all year for. Back in town for a minute if you with it. Yeah. I don't think that he's literally... If he's talking to a woman or his lady, I don't think he literally means that she's been waiting a year. Well, we don't know. Maybe she has. But I think this is sort of an analogy for she's been waiting or anticipating on seeing him for a while. Like, it could be just like a day. She's been waiting a whole day and she's highly anticipating meeting up with him or something.
I think it can get more general than that.
Oh, wait, but it says back in town for a minute. So maybe he did... Like, he went on tour somewhere. Or he left.
It probably means like, he's usually on tour and she'd had to wait a whole year for the tour to end so he can come back and put it in drive. Yeah. Maybe it's got to do with like a whole year being he's on tour, following his musical career, or maybe it could be him just talking about this is what you've been waiting for, because maybe this person has been crossing by or like encountering so many things, and they're not really happy or satisfied, but he can deliver something that he's been, or he or she's been waiting for. Yeah. I think this is about she, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because I'm not sure of his sexual orientations, but, we just...
Doesn't matter. Yeah. It's for someone...
Yeah. We're just going to use she because, no offense to anyone, but it's easiest for us to talk about he, she as a couple. We're used to most songs out there when it's got to do with a significant other being about the opposite sex. Given that the 3 males singing this song, we think it's a she.
Yeah.
But we're of course open to the fact that it might not be. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good pickup. Back in town for a minute. Yeah, so probably the tour's over.
Yeah.
Or maybe, he lives in another state or another town and he just happened to be passing by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that it says if you with it. I think that's just another way to say, are you down to kick it? Are you down to hang out? Are you down to meet up?
If you agree to,
if you've got the time,
make contact. Yeah. Indeed.
After that, the lines go, got a lot of time, I just need somewhere to spend it. I just press a button and the top go missing.
Got a lot of time. Yeah, maybe you're right. He was on tour, and now that the tour's over, he's got all this free time. He doesn't have to be in the studio. He doesn't have to, being in the kitchen cooking up something for McDonald's or whatever his job was before. He's got plenty of time now. He's made lots of money. He's made a lot of noise, got a lot of attention. Yeah,
and he goes, I just need somewhere to spend it. I mean, he's got a lot of time to kill, and what better way to kill that time than to spend it with someone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend it with someone that you look forward to spending it with as well. Yeah.
And so when he says, I just press a button and the top go missing, this is a car reference, I believe.
Yeah. So I think his car's convertible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Convertible. And after that, because the line, I think, is linked.
It could...
Or correlated.
The this line could, you know, have a bit of a sexual reference to, you know, like he presses a particular button and then that person's top goes missing. It's like, oh! And this person gets undressed for him. Or maybe someone presses his button and he gets undressed for them.
Or like, you know, a kettle, when you go to refill the kettle, you press the button and the top go missing.
Yeah, he's getting all steamy.
Yeah, he's
as far as
steamy.
we know. Yeah.
After that, this is why I think it's talking about a car, because I think the next line is interlinked with that last line. I kept the slip so you know it's not rented. Meaning he kept the receipt for his
he kept his car registrations.
Of this vehicle.
Yeah, what a legitimate guy.
Yeah,
you know,
so it's not, he didn't rent it for the day just to, you know, have a nice fancy car for a day. Like, he bought this thing.
Yeah, so anyone, if you're going to buy a car of Khalid, you can trust that, you know, he's got all the papers and you will get it legitimately. You know, there's probably roadworthy on the car and everything. Everything's all cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can trust that.
After that, he says, what you want to do? Worried about your friends. They saw you this afternoon. So here I think he's asking, you know, what would you like to do now that we're together and we're meeting up? We've got time to kill. And he seems to know that she's a bit... when he says worried about your friends, I think maybe he sees that she kind of wants to see them and wants to talk to them or spend time with them. But here he's saying, but you saw them this afternoon already. Spend some time with me this time around.
Yeah, okay. I thought, because, look, first of all, I don't know what it's like for a lot of people and their friends, but I've heard a lot of cases where people and their friends, they don't have a very trusting, strong relationship with each other. And maybe this person or this girl is worried that her friends will see her with a celebrity and then they're probably going to gossip about it. And, you know, I think that's what she could be worried about.
Yeah, maybe she's worried about hearsay, she say.
Yeah.
Or hearsay, sorry.
Might not even be like her actual, like, well, they'll be her friends, but not her closest friends. Just a lot of people she knows, you know, like people at work, people at school, people at church or something, you know, a lot of people she knows. She's afraid that, you know, people will start gossiping when they see her with, oh, it's that dude, you know, oh, he's a celebrity. Or maybe Khalid could be her ex-partner or something, you know, an old relationship before that used to happen. And so, you know, people, when they see a relationship rekindle, people like to talk. You know, when we see, you know, an ex-boyfriend and girlfriend talk to each other, or an ex-husband and ex-wife talk to each other, I don't know, people like to have discussions about, oh, they're rekindling their relationship, ooh, you know, and maybe this is what she could be worried about.
Yeah.
And he's just telling her, you know, well, he's not telling her, I hope he's implying, like, you know, don't worry about that, you know.
Yeah.
You saw your friends before, they're probably not thinking about you anymore. Maybe. And then after that it goes, I've been reading your mind, no fair, but you gotta let me know. So like I said, I think he can sort of see her uneasiness about meeting up and going out. And he's saying, I've been reading your mind and it's no fair, but you gotta let me know. So I think it's about not, like, this person's probably not telling him what she wants. And so and this is very typical in a relationship where you don't tell your significant other what it is that you want. And so your significant other has to keep guessing what it is that their partner wants all the time. And that's not fair. Like, you should just be straight up and tell them what they want. It's like that thing where you ask your girlfriend, what do you want to eat? And the girlfriend's always like, I don't know. I don't know. It's up to you. Yeah. What do you mean it's up to me? Alright, do you want to go here? Like, nah. You want to go here? Nah. Where do you want to go? Like, oh, I don't know. Something like that.
Guilty.
Yeah, you know what he's talking about right now? He's talking about that typical it's a woman, alright? This song's about a woman, alright?
It's not just a woman.
This song's about some female. I know it. Because when I read these lines, I've been reading your mind. No fair, you gotta let me know. I understand. We men, we have to learn the art of reading a female's mind. For some reason, you know, they never taught us this in school. Like, I read, like, you know, magazines, you know, like, oh, how to get the girl at the gym, blah, blah, blah. Never said anything about reading minds, but that's what we have to learn. Because for some reason, when you ask a girl, like, how are they doing, or what's wrong, or what do they want to do, what do they want to eat, they'll give you no answer. You have to, for some reason, guess. And they get angry at you when you don't guess properly. Like, you know, no clues or anything. It's like, I don't know, man. It's very hard. And
or maybe we're angry because we have been dropping clues to your clueless ass all day and you're still guessing wrong.
What the hell is the point of dropping clues when all you have to do is be upfront and straight up say, no, I want to go to place C. I don't want to go to place A or B. I want to go to C. Or, you know, why can't you just say, oh, I'm hungry, or I'm angry, or I'm frustrated about what happened the other day? Why do you have to be all secretive about it? Why do we have to try to read your minds?
You know, it happens with guys too sometimes.
Nah, I doubt it.
Anyway, after
if
that,
a guy does it, he's doing it to get back at you, girls. That's the truth, alright?
Anyway, moving on.
Men can play this game too.
Moving on. After that, the last line of the verse goes, I'm all ears and I got a lot of room in my whip. If you want to take it there, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
So here saying when he says I'm all ears, he's open to every suggestion or whatever it is that she might want to say.
Yeah, he's gonna listen. You know, he wants to make her comfortable and you know, make her feel like, you know, you got someone here that's gonna listen to you. Because I think with all people, one of the main things that they want is for someone to listen to them, and not just listen to how well they can small talk or how well they can uphold a deep discussion or a conversation, but people just want someone that will listen to how they actually feel inside. Because, you know, what someone feels inside might not account for a great discussion or for, like, you know, intriguing, intelligent information or just like clever small talk. Sometimes what someone feels inside, it's not exactly the easiest thing to listen to, because I know how it is. You know, usually when people talk to each other, you go to a party or you go to a mixer or a conference, and, you know, when people talk, they want the conversation or the talk to be lighthearted, to be light, easy, happy. They don't want to hear like, oh, I'm frustrated about this, I'm angry about this. They don't want to hear any negativity. And it's nice for someone to know that, hey, you can spill some of that negativity you're holding inside and you can spill it with me. I'm willing to listen. I think that's what he's trying to say, like, ultimately.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe he doesn't actually want to hear this stuff. But, you know, when you say you're all ears to someone, it means, hey, I'm ready for anything. You know, you don't have to keep the conversation light.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear what's, you know, making you upset.
Yeah, because when I tell someone I'm all ears, it means that I'm, you know, whatever it is that you want to get off your chest, like, I'm here to listen, whatever it may be.
Like, I'm ready for the worst, you know.
Yeah.
What could be so bad that you have to say?
Yeah.
Or you've been wanting to say?
Yeah.
You could say that to your enemies even, you know, like, I'm all ears, just tell me what's going on, you know, or, you know, business competition, you know, when you guys are trying to have a discussion about a particular matter. Like,
I'm all ears. When he says my whip, that's a reference to his car.
Car, yeah. I think a whip, when you usually say the whip, you say your car. And I think, I don't know what it is. I've just always understand, you know, the whip, you know, the car. Maybe it's got to do because, you know, when you whip something, it's fast. You know?
When you're sitting in a carriage with a horse in front of you and you whip them and then it goes
maybe
forward.
That's it. Yeah, it could be
my whip.
Yeah, it could be a wagon. It's got to do with a wagon, you know, and you whip whatever the mount that is hauling the wagon is. Could be that. No, I thought it had to do with the action of whipping. It's got to be fast. It's harder to whip something slowly unless it's pretty heavy,
Yeah.
and there's enough strength to give it that whip action. Because with whip action, you do need like a lot of strength or power. Power can come from speed. Car, it's fast. I think that's what it is.
I think so. Yeah.
I can't think of...
I know it colloquially to... Not speaking very well today. But I know it colloquially to mean
a car. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
just don't
some
know
sort
where
of
the reference of the term
automobile.
comes from, yeah.
Yeah, it's usually got to do with your automobile. I don't... Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where whip could have came from. I like trying to figure out where words came from.
Yeah, it's interesting. And then, yeah, if you want to take it there, I'm on my way. So I'm guessing whatever...
Take it where?
That could be a sexual innuendo. It sounds like one. But it could also mean she, like, you know, she's found a place and then he will literally take her there. He'll be on his way to get her and then they can proceed to that place together.
Yeah, it could be a place that, you know, she knows he doesn't like. You know, maybe he hates going to the McDonald's car park where everyone hangs out or something. It's like, oh, if you want to take it there, I'll be on the way.
Yeah.
Because she's got no other way to see him. She's like, hey, I'm here at McDonald's. Please come. You know, and he's worried because he's going to get tempted to buy, you know, some ice cream or like a cheeseburger. And he doesn't want to go there. But he's showing his, you know, his reliability and he'll be there.
Yeah.
It could also be with the fact that he's all ears. So,
It's like as in you want if you want to take the conversation there.
yeah. If you
yeah.
want to talk about some really dark stuff, then all right, I'll come over and I'll listen to you
and
talk
we'll
about
take it
that.
there.
Yeah, if you want to start,
Deepest, darkest depths of your mind.
yeah, if you want to start bitching about Stacey and what she did the other day, then all right, I'll be there to listen. You know, he probably actually doesn't want to listen to this stuff, but you know, he offered, so he's gonna
He has to
make it-
commit to that now.
Yeah, he has to listen to this damn gossip that he wants no part of.
Yeah. And thus concludes verse 1. So just to summarize verse 1, we think that he's just talking about how he's happy to see his significant other. And he's got his car so they can go or do whatever, wherever they wish. He'll take care of everything. He just wants to know what's on her mind.
Yeah, like how do I say this? Like he wants to show more than he's reliable and he'll be there. He wants to show her. I think it's a her. He wants to show
Them.
his significant other also that he's someone you can really depend on because he's willing to listen. You know, whether she wants to talk about something dark or something boring like finances and tax or whatever. He's just a straight up reliable guy and he's the one you can depend on. So he's all ears. He's willing to listen, you know?
Yeah, because finances and tax is just the most interesting thing you could talk about.
Yeah, and he's used to guessing what she wants, you know, like, what do you want to eat? Oh, you know, like, and
What do you want to claim tax on?
Yeah, like he actually wants to listen
Yeah.
what she wants. He doesn't want to guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I guess the main thing about verse 1 is he's just saying he's willing to be there for her and he's willing to listen. So he wants to know what's going on. Like he wants to know
Yeah.
what's the deal, you know?
Yeah. What's
Be
the deal
open,
here?
yeah. He's hoping he's saying I'm here for you. So be open to me and tell me what's going on. Let's
Yeah.
sort this out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So after verse 1, it's just the chorus again. You know, reiterating that he'll arrive at the designated destination promptly and quickly.
Yeah, or that if you push his particular buttons, he will be more than likely to be there. Yeah.
So verse 2 starts off with...
Oh, this is by Ty Dolla Sign.
Yeah, this
is that how
Ty.
you say his name? Is it Ty?
Ty. I think it's Ty.
T-Y? Yeah, I think
Ty
so.
Dolla Sign.
Yeah. Or T? Is it T or Ty?
I feel like you're asking me if that's how you pronounce my name because the start of my full name is T.
Yeah, anyway, we don't
And
need to
people
know your
always
full name,
ask,
alright?
but people always ask, is it T or Ty? And I'm always like, T. It's neither. Nobody really calls me that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, verse 2, which is Ty Dolla $ign's verse, starts off with drop top the Porsche, put that beep in sport.
He's saying put the bitch in sport.
I didn't want to say it.
It's okay. I'll say the swear words.
Okay.
It's okay. Okay, wait, out here, yeah, drop the top, Porsche, put that bitch in sport. Out here in the field, oh yeah.
I'm already here, yeah.
Yeah. Drop top the Porsche. I think he's talking about his convertible being a Porsche.
And then just like drop in the top.
Yeah, that's a luxury brand of cars. Yeah, and it's a convertible, so the roof of it can be tucked away in the back. Put that bitch in sport. I don't know if he's talking about his car or not, or he's talking about his significant other. Not that he would refer to his significant other as bitch.
I think it's the car.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, some people, they're not trying to be offensive, but, you know, when they refer to their significant other, they say bitch, which is, you know, seen as an insult or a swear word.
It's derogatory, and I think...
Yeah, but some people say it and it's acceptable, and, you know, it's not a problem because they're not saying it to be offensive. Because you can call someone a bitch to be offensive, and you can call someone bitch just to be friendly. I know that sounds strange, but here in Australia, because we're from Australia, we've got very vulgar words that a lot of us use, and though they can be offensive, it all depends how you use it, because those offensive words can be extremely friendly words.
Yeah, I think it largely depends on your relationship with a person. So if you're really good friends and you're just calling each other those names for fun,
it's playful.
It comes across as playful and affectionate and endearing. But if you're not all that close to a person and you just suddenly call them names, you know, you'll probably never be friends ever again.
It also depends on the recipient, because if the recipient's some fussy person who can't even take the slightest slight, then, you know, you probably won't have a friendship with them, and that's a good thing. You know, I don't feel like people that get offended too easily by the slightest thing, they're worth having as friends that much, or as close friends. I don't know. I'm just saying that because here in Australia, people are very loose with with language and offensive phrases and words that a lot of the time it's not even offensive. Well, it's not supposed to be offensive, and if you come here to Australia, you need to learn a bit of that.
Doesn't that remind you of years ago, I think it was like a decade ago or something, that there was this promotional campaign that came out, I think in the UK, about tourism in Australia, and they were trying to promote, you know, you could come to Australia. And the model in the ad was saying, like, at the end of the ad, the model in the ad looks at the camera and she goes, so where the bloody hell are you? And then people over there just kicked up a storm. They're like, that's so rude, and why would you say that, and things like that. But over here in Australia, it's the most loose term ever.
Yeah, I think we're talking about bloody.
Yeah, it's when it's the word bloody, because over here when something happens, the slightest inconvenience, we're always like, oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
To mean, oh my god, or oh my goodness.
I think bloody is originally supposed to be a swear word, and its meaning is exactly the same everywhere else. Not literal bloody, as in blood coming out of your body or something covered in blood. I think bloody, it's still the same meaning, as in it's an emphasis. When you say it's bloody something, it's just an emphasis of expression and emotion, and it means the exact same thing, but I don't think it's seen as a swear word here.
Yeah.
Whereas I think in other countries, bloody is probably very profane.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even here in Australia, police have advertisements telling drivers not to drink alcohol and drive their car.
Yes,
because the phrase is, if you drink and drive, you're a bloody idiot.
Yeah.
And that's said on TV, that's said on radio, that's said to children. I don't think it's considered a swear word here. The meaning is exactly the same. It's an emphasis of emotion, but I think it's acceptable. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I was getting caught up in
off on a tangent. Yeah.
Swear word. Yeah, but anyway, he could be talking about putting his car in sport. I don't know what that means, to be honest. I don't know what
does that mean to put it in overdrive, or maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Or it could mean like with this particular Porsche he got the sports series or the sports model.
Yeah, but
version of.
But
that
what does that mean
car?
to put that in sport? Put that car or that person in sport. What's that?
I don't know.
It doesn't sound like
because
he bought something in a sports edition. He's saying to turn something into sport.
Because it says out here in the field, meaning maybe as he's driving, maybe he drag races or something. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna put this thing in overdrive.
Yeah, I think it is about overdrive, like putting it into a mode where it will drive faster.
Yeah, or in a mode that is a bit competitive, so like faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's talking about putting his skills into sports style racing.
It must be, because it says after out here in the field, he goes, I'm already here, meaning he put it in overdrive, he's gotten to his destination so quickly and he's already here. Yeah. So he arrived really quickly after putting that B word in sport.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe I've never gone in a car with that sort of wording, but maybe some cars, when they have the overdrive mode, they call it sport mode instead.
Oh yeah, maybe, yeah.
You know, instead of calling it overdrive.
Yeah.
Which might be, politically controversial. Because you don't call it overdrive, that's dangerous. You're going to encourage people to drive dangerously. Let's call it sport instead.
Let's call it competitive driving.
Because it's more sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's an automatic car feature.
Yeah.
To allow the revs to rev a lot higher. Yeah.
After that, the lines go, come outside looking like a snack. Hurry up, get in, hell yeah.
Looking like a snack.
Oh, when you say someone looks like a snack, it just means that they look good.
Yeah, like they look delicious. Or they look like something he wants to eat. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's what it means. It means to say that somebody looks good.
I've never heard that phrase before, so it sounds funny to me. You look like a snack.
It's cute.
I feel like some ladies might get offended by it. Like, did you just call me a snack, like something
like a piece of meat?
Yeah,
I'm not just a piece of meat.
And when I think snacks, I usually think foods that are unhealthy, like chips or chocolate. Or did you just call me a cupcake? Like they might get offended. Like it might make, I don't know. I have this feeling it might make someone feel like they're being called fat or chubby or something. You look like a little cupcake.
Oh, but that's like, when you call someone a little cupcake, you mean to say that they're sweet. My sweetness, my sweet.
And they cause obesity.
But, you look like a snack. Whatever snack it is I might be into, I want to eat you.
Yeah, I guess it's something
you look
enjoyable.
Good.
Yeah. So. I've never called someone a snack before. I don't know. I'm afraid it might give off the wrong impression.
I think you would normally call somebody a snack if you're probably physically or sexually attracted to this person.
Yeah.
I think it's it's a little it's a bit on the flirtatious side.
Yeah, I can understand it. It's just, I don't know. I'm not used to it. It goes, come outside looking like a snack. Hurry up, get it in. There seems to be a lot of urgency here. So maybe what he means by looking like a snack, maybe he's talking about himself and he's hungry and he says looking like a snake. Like he looks like he wants to eat something. He needs some food. Maybe that's what he means. Or does he definitely mean?
No, I think he definitely means that
okay,
because I've heard the term before.
Okay, I've never heard it.
Okay. Yeah. So he's there at his destination.
Yeah, he
came really quickly.
Yeah,
he's saying,
probably got there quickly.
Yeah. He's saying, hurry up and get in because I'm in the car waiting for you to come out and you're looking like a snack.
Yeah. He wants it right away.
After that, he goes, come with me on this mission, riding down the coast. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe...
Ride down the coast, I want that for sure.
Yeah, so... Maybe if he has to ride down the coast, he has... And he says, come with me on this mission. Like, he actually has somewhere to go, and he's bringing his partner along. That's why he's probably telling her, hurry up, I gotta, deliver this thing really quickly, I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna get penalized. Come on, man, we gotta drive all the way down the coast and all that. Another thing with riding down the coast, he's probably talking about having a nice drive, because it's nice to drive by, the shoreline. Not the shoreline, but, drive by the coast and you can see the water. That's usually...
It's romantic.
Yeah, it's more scenic, especially for your passenger. I don't know about the driver so much, because you should be keeping your eyes on the road. But depending where you're driving, maybe it's scenic for the driver too. Yeah. I don't know what I want that for sure is supposed to mean.
Maybe the whole spending this time and taking her down this... scenic coastal ride is what he wants for sure.
Yeah.
Or her. He wants her because she's looking good. She's looking like a snack.
Yeah.
He's like, I want that for sure.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe he could mean, alright, he's got things to do and he's bringing his partner along. He likes that idea and he wants that, and we're going for long drives together. I like that. He likes that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is satisfied with that idea.
Yeah. He likes this sort of moment.
Yeah, because this could be part of his occupation. Delivering goods, and
I don't think he's delivering.
I'm just saying, like, maybe because he says he's on a mission. Maybe it's. He could be a courier,
or it could be a reference to. When the whole whatever Bonnie and Clyde sort of thing, you've got someone who's down to ride with him for life sort of thing. Yeah. And they do things together and that's the mission. Just to do anything or whatever together.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say is he just likes the idea of he's doing maybe what could be his occupation and he gets to bring his partner along.
Yeah.
And he can enjoy in the things he does in life alongside somebody. Because that's always cool. It's always lovely when you get to pursue something and then someone's with you and you guys do it together. It's very satisfying because, you can go in your pursuits and you're not going to be alone. I don't know, I feel it's a lovely feeling inside to understand that. Maybe that's what he's saying he wants for sure.
Yeah. After that, he says, you say play Khalid. Ooh, yeah. I say pass the weed. Ooh, yeah. She's just saying, because this is Khalid's song. He's saying that the girl wants some Khalid songs to be played while they do this coastal ride.
I love his singing, he's smooth.
Yeah.
He's got smooth, melodic vocals to his songs.
And he's saying pass the weed, so it just makes it a bit more of a chill sort of ride. It suits the mood of the song as well. It's very smooth.
Yeah. I think probably Ty Dolla, when he enjoys himself with some weed. And then so his partner could be saying, hey, play this music I enjoy. And he knows, we're going to enjoy ourselves. So pass some weed so we can enjoy ourselves a lot more. So he's just trying to emphasize the point that, we're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Whether it be relaxed or not. I don't know if they should be driving while under the influence.
That's true.
But
maybe it's medical marijuana. He's like, oh damn, I'm due. Like I need to smoke it right now. Can you pass the weed?
Yeah, and I can't drive properly unless I have my medical marijuana to keep me stable.
Because you never know.
Because he could be epileptic.
Yeah, he could be epileptic. He's like, crap, let's just have my weed before I drive.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's a prescribed medicine now for epilepsy, is it?
I think in some cases, like, well, I'm not sure about in Australia, but I think in the States, yeah.
Is it prescribed reliever or is it a preventer? That's the thing. Because the way I know it is it prevents epileptic fits.
Yeah, or it just reduces the likelihood of you getting them. Or like, you know, if you had 50 seizures a day, it brings the chances down a lot more.
But also, I think with this medical marijuana, I don't think it's got any of the active ingredients that causes any of those psychoactive ingredients that causes, you know, the high.
Oh yeah. Because the THC content would have to be really low. Because I know
I think they just extract the other things from it that help with the ailments. They don't extract whatever the psychoactive ingredients are because it's got nothing to do with treatment.
I thought that THC would be like the main component, which
is that what treats epilepsy? THC?
I don't know, but I feel like that would be one of the reasons why you use weed, not just for recreational purposes, but for medical purposes as well.
Oh, I thought,
but with medical, for medical purpose, the THC content would have to be really low.
Is that what treats epilepsy and the other neurodegenerative diseases?
I don't know. I really don't know. We should really look into that.
I thought it was something else. No, I thought the THC is what makes you high. And I think that's not what helps with, you know, your brain, the problems in your brain. I thought it was the other things in weed that helps with the brain problems. And the THC is just a part that makes you high and that's it. That's what I thought.
I don't know. We should really look into it.
Because they're giving children, you know, that suffer from, you know, cases like epilepsy, they're giving them this medical marijuana. And they can't have little kids getting high, you know, doing stuff, playing with blocks and stuff.
Well, that's why I'm saying that they try to make sure.
Any of that psychoactive ingredient.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, I think they try to make sure that the THC content is really low. Can you fully extract it out of weed and so that it the THC is not there at all?
We have granulated sugar. You can extract anything out of anything. Look at cocaine. Cocaine, you know, when they make cocaine, it's usually just like that psychoactive ingredient. And it's just not 100% anymore when distributors start to dilute it with other things. Or, yeah, like I said, like flour. Look at the way they make bread. You know how they make flour for bread? They get rid of all these other nutrients just to have this one like particular carbohydrate, single carbohydrate, and they get rid of all the other nutrients.
So the bread looks immaculately white.
Yeah, if they can do that to bread, then I'm pretty sure they can do that to other medicines. When you make medicines, you know, a lot of them are just like all these ingredients extracted from chemicals and from wherever they may be, you know. Of course they can. Look at how they make dyes, you know, for clothes and paint. You know, it's all just like extracted, man. Like, technology has grown, you know, through thousands of years, you know, in humanity. You know, I'm pretty damn sure they could easily do that. Anyway, sorry. So he's talking about enjoying himself, and he probably enjoys himself with his weed. Yeah.
After that, he goes, pull up to the crib. Oh, said you've never been before. So I think he took her to his house, and she's never been to his house before.
we all know that's a lie. You know, girls are always like, "Oh, I've never been there before," blah blah blah. But you know, they've probably been somewhere a million times.
No, but this is his house. Like, so she's never been to his house before.
I don't know. I reckon she's probably like. Oh, I'm just saying. You know, sometimes you take a girl out somewhere, and like, "Oh, have you been here before?" Like, "Oh no, I've never been here before." Ah, but the truth is, they've probably been there a million times.
I've never done that before. If I've been somewhere before, I make it clear I've been here before.
I've spent time with people, and you take them somewhere, and they're like, "Oh no, I don't know, I've never been before," but it turns out they've been there a few times already. Especially a new, exciting, trending place. You know, there are cases like that where some people just like, "Oh no, I don't know."
But what do you benefit out of that?
It's about keeping the sense of excitement in the air. You know, or it's like, "Oh no, I've never eaten that food before." It's like, "Oh, have you tried this?" It's like, "Oh no, I've never." But the truth is, like, they have tried it before.
Unless they wanted to
It's
kind of black out a bad memory that they had with a certain place.
Oh yeah,
And then they just kind of wanted to start anew and create a better memory with a new person. I'm saying this because I watched this. Oh, I forgot the name of the movie. It was a really good movie. But there's this young girl. This is based in Britain. There was this young girl. She fell in love with this older man, and she was kind of leaning towards choosing to marry him instead of going to university. And this is set way back in like probably the 50s or something, where you know, women.
This isn't Anna Karenina, is it?
No, it's not Anna Karenina.
Oh, okay.
Back in like the 50s, and I think during that time, you know, you would either go on to university or whatever, or you can just choose to get married and live a housewife, and you know, they're your two career options. And so she fell in love with this older man, and he turned out to be a con artist. And he was, you know, he took her trips all over the place and provided her with whatever she wanted. And then she wanted to go to France, and so he took her to France, to Paris. And it was the first time there with him. And then in the end, she found out that he was married and had been married before, and he had children. And the person that he's married to, the wife, she lived, I think, like one street away from where she lived. And then she was so distraught about it. In the end, she broke it off with him, and she decided to study hard and try and get into university again. And then at the end of the movie, she says that she met another boy, and they started having a relationship. And then the boy asked if she wanted to go to Paris and if she'd ever been to Paris, and she lied and she said no, that she hadn't. But it was a really good movie. And yeah,
I know you wanted to explain the whole.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. It was just it was a good movie. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, well, anyway, like I'm saying, you know, sometimes people lie about having been somewhere or having experienced something just to keep that air of excitement.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it's not. Like some people lying about their virginity.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sometimes that's not a good thing to lie about.
Oh, yeah, that was part of the movie. So she lost her virginity to the older man, and then it was just, like, everything turned out so wrong. She was like, and then when the new guy, like her new partner, asked her, "Have you ever been to Paris?" She just lied through her teeth and went, "No."
I feel sorry for that guy, that new guy. She's a horrible person. Well, anyway, I don't know. Yeah, I guess this person's never been to his house. I think he has a big house. He must be rich, right? I don't know. He's called Dollar Sign. He must be rich. Well, yeah.
After that, it goes, "Put you in provocateur, girl, I made you mi amor." So provocateur, I looked it up. It's a lingerie brand, a high end one. So yeah, I think they plan to do the deed. If he's putting her in lingerie,
No, I guess so.
to look nice for him.
I think he's also just saying that he's going to take her shopping. you know, and let's go get some expensive brands.
Yeah.
Or some expensive clothes. Lingerie.
Yeah.
Expensive lingerie.
Yeah, and he says, girl, I made you I made you
love.
me more,
Yeah,
which means
is
my love.
Maybe he's saying the fact that I took you shopping, it proves that, you know, you're my love. Because why would I take anyone shopping? Like, for no reason, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they must be important to me, right?
Yeah.
I've got all these other people I could take shopping, but you are the one I'm taking. Yeah.
Yeah, so
What is it? I made you my...
I made you my love. As in, maybe he's made it official and clear to her now.
No, it's just the wording. Like, I made you. It sounds like he's trying to remind her, like, hey, you better remember, I made you my
No,
love.
I don't think he's trying to say it that way.
I don't know what it is about the wording, but it sounds kind of... it sounds like,
If it was...
you better remember this.
If it had been written, I made you, comma, me more, then yeah, it would be, I made you, my love.
No. I mean, as in, like, you know, you gotta remember that I made you my love. I don't know. Maybe I'm not taking it properly.
Yeah, I don't think it's taking it properly.
I thought he was trying to tell, like, don't you remember? I took you shopping. Isn't that proof
It
that
could
I
be.
made you my love?
Could be.
I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. Sorry.
After that, it says, you said you left your ex. That dude was always gassy. You said before me, you ain't never been this happy. What does it mean to be gassy? Does that mean shitty?
Look, the trend or the fashion that's been around for like around 10 years now is everyone goes to the gym. You know, everyone likes to lift weights. Like, they like to lift weights and do resistance training. And one of the fashions or the trendy things that go along with doing weights is people like to drink protein shakes. And when you have an excess of nutrients in your body, like what a protein shake can give you too much protein and other things, your body wants to get rid of all this excess, so you'll start, you know, farting a lot. And
yeah,
you're gonna fart heaps, you know, you've got all this excess, your body wants to get rid of it. You'll fart, you'll poo a lot. And
maybe that caused her so much distress.
yeah, because she's like, what is wrong with you? Why
Cannot
are you always
take you
farting?
anywhere.
Yeah, everywhere we go, you fart. You know, when we're in bed, you fart.
Yeah.
You know, we're at my parents' house the other day, you farted. Like, what is this?
What kind of relationship is this?
Yeah, well, she had enough, and that guy is now her ex.
Yeah.
You know, that gym junkie, whoever it was.
And now she ain't never been this happy with Ty Dolla $ign
Because
because he doesn't
breathe.
fart. He's not gassy.
Yeah. He doesn't care about protein shakes and excess nutrients.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think gassy just means
Shitty.
yeah, maybe
Crappy.
he wasn't that great of a person. Maybe he was always angry. Maybe he was
Anal. Anything that
Yeah.
refers to the butt.
maybe maybe he was anal. No, there's an explanation when you say something is anal as well. I think anal, when someone is described as anal, it's got to do with
Being uptight and like
it's got to do
overly
with-
meticulous.
It's got to do with
pedantic
anal.
about
No, it's got to
things.
do with anal retention. No, I remember. Yeah, we were in university.
You're clenching
Yeah,
your butt. Yeah.
I forgot what class it was, but they were talking about anal.
I think it would have been anatomy and physiology.
No, I think it was.
Where else would you talk about anal retention?
No, I think it was social psychology, because it had to do with the quality of always being not upset, but always hurrying and trying to do something properly, and always following everything to the T. Mm-hmm. You know, like following orders and words like exact, and making sure you follow the rules completely. You know, there's no leniency. There's just, you follow the rules exactly how they're supposed to be.
Yeah, because the moment you start being lenient, you start being a little bit loose with your with the retention in your anus.
No.
Everything.
No,
All
no,
hell
no.
breaks loose, right?
No. Alright. That's not what it is. Alright, toilet humor aside, that quality had to do with the fact that people that always follow the rules and follow the order or orders, they would have probably been in situations where, for example, in work or school, where they may not be allowed to go to the toilet. You know, even though they really need to go to the toilet and, you know, drop off, they can't because it's not time. They have to wait till after work before they can go to the toilet. So they have to have this extreme ability of anal retention to ensure that they don't go to the toilet. They could be desperately needing to go to the toilet, but you're at work right now and you can't do this. You have to follow the rules, and the rules say no toilet breaks. No one's allowed to go to the toilet. You know, and I think that being anal means that, you know, you have this anal retentive quality. You know, look at you. You're always just following the rules to the exact. Like, you know, you've got no leniency about you.
Yeah.
I think that's where anal came from, or that's what the word being anal could have came from.
Yeah. Which we're trying to reference to a dude always being gassy.
Yeah, but do you remember hearing this? I think
what?
So maybe
in social psychology.
Yeah, well, this guy could be like strict to the exact rules that she was probably frustrated.
Or he had IBS, irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah. No, but I think maybe gassy, as in this guy was just always fuming. He's always angry.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's her ex-partner. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't have to deal with that anymore.
Yeah.
The other thing is, maybe this ex-partner, maybe he actually does, these qualities actually aren't true, or they've just been exaggerated so much because of the fact that he is an ex-partner. Or, as usual, a girl is trying to find a way just to get away from a guy, and so in her head and in her friend's head and everyone around her, in their heads, they're painting this image of this person in a bad light,
which is him being
just a bad person, or just like an angry person. Yeah. I've seen this happen a lot. You know, a girl and a guy, they're together and she's slightly unhappy about something, or, you know, for some reason she's given up on the relationship, but as usual she doesn't want to be upfront about it, and then so she tries to find like bad qualities about it, and then her friends start picking up on these bad qualities she's trying to find, and everyone just gets this negative image about this person.
And
then everyone starts to perceive this person as just bad, you know, and they're only looking for the bad.
And because she's nitpicked this one quality, it keeps being highlighted again, and it looks like it's more frequent than it actually is. And then everyone,
And then, since everyone's treating this person that way, he kind of reacts to it and he expresses maybe this quality a bit more. What's that called? You know, you tell a kid, "Oh, you're stupid," blah 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 blah, and then they kind of be stupid. There's a
term for it.
Yeah, you know when you
in social psychology there are many terms that kind of overlap. That thing. It's
like when you say someone is something, it happens more. Like, for example, maybe,
or in domestic violence or in an abusive relationship, the victim, which tends to be the woman, starts believing or thinking like the manipulator. So the manipulator would be like, you know, you're worthless without me, you can't get by without me. And even though that's not true, the victim starts believing that if I leave him, I really won't be able to fend for myself and things like that.
Something like that. It's something like along the lines of an employer could be saying to this one employee who was just late once, like, "You're always late, blah, blah, blah." And then all of a sudden they start always becoming late just because this person said it once.
So not like a self-fulfilling prophecy?
Something like that. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's what happened to this guy, and then, you know, he's not actually a gassy dude.
Well, the concept of the self-fulfilling prophecy is not quite accurate to what you're trying to say. Yeah, but I get where you're getting at.
Yeah. Well, anyway, enough about the ex, because he's no longer in the picture.
But she's with Ty Dolla now, and she seems to be happy.
And then, since she's been looking at her past relationships in a negative light, she says that she's never been so happy now that she's with him. He probably feels good about that.
After that, the verse concludes with, you took an L with him and winning ever since. You hit my phone, I'm on my way, I cancel plans, yeah. So here when he says you took an L with him, I think the L stands for loss, like you took a loss with him.
Oh, I thought an L was like...
Or you took leave with him, and then now that you're with Ty Dolla $ign, you've been winning ever since. So you've been losing ever since you've been with him.
I thought an L was like having some weed, like having a joint, an L.
But then wouldn't that be a J?
Oh no, I
joint?
don't know. I've heard L being used for like consuming drugs, smoking drugs. Like, have an L.
Oh.
I don't know what it stands for, but I know I've heard lots of times in rap music and stuff. Maybe I've interpreted it the wrong way, but I've always like understood L as something got to do with drugs.
I've never.
Or like smoking weed.
Oh, no idea.
Okay. Oh, well, I don't think it works here because it goes I'm trying to make sense of it here. Like, you took an L, like you smoked a joint with him, and winning ever since.
So then, why did you leave him for being gassy?
Yeah. Wait, who's winning now that she had smoked weed with her ex?
I did.
Yeah, okay, so I guess it doesn't work here. Maybe an L means something else here.
Yeah, I think it means you took a loss or you took leave. Like, you were losing being with him, and then now you're with...
You're with me and you're winning.
You're winning.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Because it only makes sense that way.
Yeah, and I guess with losing and winning means like, satisfaction in life.
Yeah.
Because, if ever you feel satisfied with your life, you're winning with your life. Like, because, every day you should be satisfied. That's what I like to believe. I like to believe, every single day of your life, there should be some greater sense of satisfaction. You might be stressed out or what you went through the day, but if you can get through the day knowing that you went through all that stress because you're getting to a greater goal, then that might satisfy you. Oh, I'm working this hard and I'm going through all this turmoil because I know in the end I'm going to reap the benefits of it. Then I guess that's satisfaction too. But if you're not feeling that way and you're feeling like, oh, I'm going through all this hell and all this turmoil, and I guess, I'm going to reap the benefits of it, but you're not satisfied with that, then you might have to rethink of what you're doing, what you're going through, and, find something a bit more satisfying. Because, there's so many things we can do in life. There's so many different ways we can achieve, being happy every day. You should do that because you don't know if you're going to wake up the next day. That's the truth. No one ever knows.
That's true, yeah.
Because you may not ever have known that you have some sort of ailment in your body that could kill you overnight. You might not ever be aware of that. You might not be aware that someone's breaking into your house and they might cut your neck open while you're sleeping just so they can steal your
bloody
TV,
purse or something.
Yeah, your big flat screen TV that you bought 15 years ago is only worth $200, but the robbers thought it's worth thousands. But yeah, anyway. Apparently, she's winning now. Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. Yeah. She's satisfied. That's just as important as any TV.
Yes. Yeah. So when he says, this is the last line of the verse. It says, "You hit my phone, I'm on my way. I cancel plans." That just reiterates the commitment and the sacrifice. Yeah. You're willing to drop everything to go be with someone, to be by their side. That shows commitment.
Yeah, and he's reliable, just like Khalid. He will be on the way too. He's gonna cancel his appointments, his plans, and he's gonna make his way. If you call. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think this song's pretty romantic. Yeah, these guys just say, if you want me by your side, I'll be there. I'll come.
Yeah, this is 21st century romanticism.
Yeah, it's cool. You know, this guy's
Wait,
not going to...
are we in the 21st century? We are. aren't we?
What do you think?
Yes, I think we are.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it is.
Why? What are the...
Because I remember...
What are the first two numbers of our year?
19. But that's the 20...
No. I mean the current year. What are the first two numbers?
2018.
Yeah, so it's 20.
Yeah.
So that means we're in the 21st century.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember the 1990s.
Because we can't be in the 20th century when it's 20-something.
Yeah.
We're already past the 20th century.
Yeah. So yeah, we're in the 21st century.
Yeah.
Because I remember pre-2000s, it was 20th century Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not anymore.
Yeah, now we're in the 21st.
Yeah. So that concludes verse 2. So just to summarize verse 2, we think that the whole verse, Ty Dolla $ign is just talking about how he wants to make his significant other happy, and he doesn't want her to worry about her ex.
Yeah, because that guy's gassy. You know?
Yeah, he's gassy.
Yeah, or because everyone's already painted him in a bad light, that they don't want to try paint him in good light anymore.
Yeah, dude is gassy.
Yeah, but it's pretty much the same thing as the first verse, you know. He's a reliable guy, he'll be there and she'll have a good time with him.
And then the chorus repeats itself again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move on to verse 3.
Yep.
Cool.
This verse is by... It's Black, right?
I think it's pronounced black, but it's spelled the number 6, Lack. But I'm sure it's black.
Yeah, because I think it's Black because a 6 can look like a lowercase b.
Yeah.
When drawn properly. In what do you call it? In digital text, you know, like a digital watch, the text. The letter, the number 6 can look like a B,
yeah.
kinda. Wait, do sixes have the hat part, like the?
Yeah, so it depends on what device it is that you've got.
Oh wait, no, it does. It does have it. Oh, I don't know,
but
it looks like a B.
I have seen some digital devices where there is no hat and it's just that.
Yeah. Okay.
From your point of view.
Well, mine has it.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
Well,
that's
cool.
definitely a 6. I've never seen a 6 without the top
I have.
bit. Oh, okay. Well, I have. Well, anyway, yeah, that looks like a B.
Yeah.
And yeah, his performing name is Black.
Yeah. So here's Black's verse, and it starts off with, "You trying to make a move? Tonight I got the time. Tell me what you want to do." So, maybe with Black, he's in the middle of courting someone, or, you know, or maybe you trying to make a move as in, like, get a move on to go do something. And he's saying, "Oh, tonight I got the time to go somewhere and do something."
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess you trying to make a move is him trying to say, you got, how do I say this? Yeah, do you want to do something? Like, you look like you want to do something. Well, I've got time. Yeah, like you want to get something done. You know, like I think so. Yeah, you trying to make a move. It sounds kind of threatening. Like, are you trying to make a move?
Yeah.
Well, I've got time.
Yeah. You want to fight? Let's go.
Like,
Yeah.
you trying to make a move. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's just, you know, oh, you want to do something? Yeah, well, I've got the time.
Or,
Yeah,
or maybe she's making the first move, or, like, you know, trying to trying to start off, like, the relationship officially.
Maybe she was suggesting something, because she could have been, you know, trying to, what do you call it, drop clues. It's like, oh, this movie's coming out, and oh, I haven't seen it yet, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just really wish I could see it.
Yeah.
And he's probably trying to figure out, she says that she hasn't seen this. Hey, do you want to see this movie? I've got time. You know?
He just sits there and you hear the cogs turning, and then ding.
Because for some reason, that's what men have to do when ladies drop clues.
Yeah.
We have to figure it out. Yeah.
After that, he goes, "Call the squad if you want a rendezvous. They gon' push up on it. I only got room for 2. The squad.
Call the
so
squad.
they're hanging out with other people. It's not just them two exclusively.
Is it? So squad usually means your group of friends.
Yeah.
Is he talking? I'm not sure if he's talking about his group of friends or her group of friends, or maybe they both share the same group of friends. But apparently they have to get in touch with other people if they want to rendezvous, meaning
As
if
in
they want
meet
to,
up.
yeah, meet with each other.
And then he's saying that they're gonna push up on it. I only got room for two, so his car's a two-seater.
What does that mean? They're gonna push up on it.
I don't know.
Is that like they're gonna, like
I think
slow
they're-
dance and sexual? Like,
initially, I
push up
thought
on
that,
it?
but maybe it's in reference to like they want to squish in the car or something.
They're gonna push up on it. What? Or maybe I don't know. I can think of it in this way. I'm not sure if it clearly explains it or this is what it clearly means, but maybe they originally had plans with their friends, whether
Yeah.
it's her friends, his friends, or both their friends. They all originally had plans.
Yeah.
But now he can see that his partner, he can't. She wants to do something else, and so he's trying to tell her, "Hey, I think you better let the others know that we might go off and do our own thing."
Yeah.
And then and the friends might try to demand, like, no, just stay with us, do what we're doing,
Yeah.
we're gonna go watch this movie, and like, come on, let's watch this movie together first. Don't worry about what she wants. But he's telling her, let them know, like, we're gonna watch this other movie. They're gonna demand that we watch with them, but let's just do our thing.
Yeah.
together.
So hence I only got room for two, as in I've only got room and time for the both of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay,
yeah.
maybe,
Or maybe he's just trying to emphasize the fact that his car, it's only going to be them two, so like he just wants to spend time with her.
Yeah.
And they'll be back or something. I don't know. Maybe that's what it means.
Maybe, yeah, because I'm not sure. The whole they're gonna push up on it kind of throws me off a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And about calling the squad to, maybe they're trying to tell, maybe he's trying to tell her, let everyone know that we're going to be kind of busy right now. They're going to be a bit annoying about it, but just, let them know.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Maybe. Because I really don't know. We'll move on. So, from the Jecks on the set, it's a Porsche, not a vet. I confess I'm a flex. A, show some respect.
So there's just a lot of rhyming here.
I don't know what the
first of all.
Jecks on the set mean. Jecks. Oh, it's
So
is it called abbreviated, or it's been shortened? So it's apostrophe JECTS. Does that stand for projects?
I'm not sure. Maybe it is because it says from the Jecks. So maybe he's from the projects, meaning he's from a developing estate. Like
But it says
probably
on the
grew up.
set.
Yeah,
I was
maybe
thinking
that's
of-
his set. Maybe that's where he's from.
As in his setting.
Because when you talk about the set, I don't know if it means setting, but it just means like where you're from, like where you grew up, like, or it's like it's where you hang out. The set, like when rap songs, they go, I'm down for the set, or I'm down for my set. It's like where where I'm settled, where my settlement is, or where my setting, as you say, like, set. Set is usually got to do with location, set.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so that makes sense to
So
say that
probably
he's
like from the Jecks.
Yeah.
On the set. Maybe Jex has got to do with fuel injectors in his car.
I don't know.
He's got the fuel injectors happening in his Porsche.
Yeah. Maybe?
I don't know if
I
his
could-
motor runs that way in his Porsche.
Because I could see it applicable both ways with the rest of the lyrics. Because if he's saying that he's from the projects, and then he goes on to say it's a Porsche, not a vet. I confess I'm a flex, and then show some respect. It's like, I came from the projects, and now I can afford a Porsche. It's not a Corvette. And I am gonna flex because he's prideful of what he has. He came from the projects and now he's able to afford such luxury.
Corvette's still pretty expensive. Like, what's wrong with having a Corvette? Corvettes are...
He's just saying that it's not a Corvette, it's a Porsche.
You could get Corvettes that are way expensive than a lot of Porsches. But then you can get a lot of...
You're about to say expensiver. That's not a word.
It's a word to me, okay? It's a word to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both have cars that are more expensive than each other. They're expensiver than each other.
Yeah. Yeah, but do you see how, like, either way I can see it applicable to the rest of the lyrics?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Because initially I thought from the Jex on the set he was saying how he just finished a project on set, as in filming on set, and then he came from that place with his car, which happens to be a Porsche and not a Corvette.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant projects on the set, as in he came from a developing estate.
No. I thought as in like
lower socioeconomic estate.
Yeah, no.
The projects.
No, I meant like
that's his set.
I meant like a filming musical project.
That too. Yeah. That too. Yeah. A lot of rhyming. You know, I'm a flex. Show some respect.
Yeah.
When he says I'm a flex, that means he's just going to show off his financial riches or show off something. Because when you flex, you know, you flex your muscles.
Yeah.
Or you flex a strength that you have. That will be him having a Porsche.
Yeah.
Probably a more expensive Porsche. Because if he compares it to a Corvette, then that must be a higher end Porsche.
Yeah.
Because Corvettes are pretty expensive, from what I know. Yeah, of course they are.
I don't know anything.
Yeah,
about so I'm just sitting here going.
Corvettes are really expensive.
Oh, okay.
Aren't they?
I don't know. I think in Need for Speed 3, like that many years ago, I drove a Corvette.
That's what I remember Corvettes from, because I could never afford that. But yeah, I remember Corvettes from Need for Speed, and they were they were really expensive.
That's what I remember it from.
Yeah. Okay.
My PlayStation. I still have it. It's collecting dust at home.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'll probably never sell it. I love it. Yeah, so after that, he says, "Get away so we can make sense of your life. You was in park, but I just put your shit in drive." Meaning, so I feel like that's so derogatory. So you can make sense of your life. Like he's pretty much telling her, "You're getting your shit together now that you're with me." Because you was in park, but I just put your shit in drive. So I think he's trying to say that your life was just not going anywhere, and you were such a wreck without me. And then now that I've come along, you've moved forward in life.
Yeah, that is what he is trying to say.
Yeah, he is saying that, but I feel like the way he says it.
No, it's not a bad thing, because
I know, but it's like, so we can make sense of your life.
Look,
like, get your shit together.
You gotta understand, there's billions of people out there. There's billions, alright? And a lot of people, I don't want to say majority, but there are many out there that can't seem to find a fulfilling purpose or a satisfying purpose to their life, because it's one of the hardest things to ever find and decide upon in your life. That's the key word there, to decide on your purpose.
Yeah.
Because when people are always trying to find their purpose, I feel that people should decide on their purpose. That will help a lot. Well, anyway, yeah, there's many people out there, they can't seem to decide on a purpose, and most of the time they just go along with whatever. Like, you know, they make enough money to live, have a shelter, have food and shelter. They don't work enough on the relationship, so they just have whoever's around them. They may not have they may not be pursuing any real passions that they care about.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe his partner, who he's, met up, who he's talking about here,
she had no aspirations.
She or he, could have been low in aspirations.
Yeah, she just wasn't aspiring to be anything. She wasn't motivated.
Yeah. And it's not that, she was wrong or she was bad. It's just Black could be a pretty positive guy and a pretty aspiring guy, and that could have encouraged his partner, him or her, to find some motivation or some purpose. Find aspire to more. His nature could have influenced his partner a bit more, and he could be aware of that, because maybe he found her and she just used to always just sit at home, watch TV all day, or maybe she just used to always go to the nightclubs and the bars and just always get shit drunk or something. I don't know, something not very ambitious. And then when he came along and she started to spend more time, she became more concerned with other things and higher aspirations. And he probably feels that since he came along, he made that change in his partner's life. So it's not always like an offensive thing,
No, I'm saying, I know what he means with these two lines, because it's everything that we're discussing right now, but I'm just saying, at first impression, the way that he worded it, so we can make sense of your life, it's I just felt like it was a bit
it says get away so we can make sense of your life. Maybe she's distracted by a lot of things that are currently in her life, like bad people or bad environment. Maybe she's around a lot of drugs and she could have been a drug addict. And he's saying no, come on, let's get away somewhere. You need to leave that environment.
Yeah. But I was under the assumption that she's just a regular person that didn't have any of this.
Or maybe she's a regular person and she's with a whole bunch of regular people that don't aspire too much. And since he's the type of guy, who's already making money to have a Porsche, he probably wants to inspire her to bigger aspirations.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think it's something that someone should get offended by. But as usual, people will get offended by, the way something was said, because people love getting offended. It's a liberating feeling to get offended by something. You finally feel like you can value something when you get offended, It's true.
Yeah.
When you get offended by something, you feel like you're putting value in something, like your feelings or your sense of identity or your culture or whatever it is people get offended by,
Yeah,
but,
because it invokes a sort of passion that was kind of lacking before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. At the same time, I don't think these lines have to be seen as offensive at all.
Yeah.
He could just be a straight up kind of guy. He just likes to say things the way they are, because that works. I don't know.
Yeah. Or maybe she did have aspirations and stuff, and then when he came along and he was like, we need to make sense of your life because you weren't going anywhere with your life. But in her mind, she was like, what? I don't think that I'm like that. So why are you saying that I need to get my shit together, and as if you don't think my life is moving along?
Well,
we don't know.
Yeah, well, he's talking from what he knows, and his pace is probably a lot faster than hers. Since he's already acquired a Porsche, so his pace and his financial pace, or his career progression, the pace of that must be a lot faster than her standard. And maybe he's telling her, come on man, it was almost like you weren't even moving. Your automatic car was in park. Let's put it into drive. I don't know why he has to say, I just put your shit Dry. Why her shit?
That's why I'm saying, like, why did he have to call it your shit? Like, that's why I'm
No,
saying
it's just the way
like
he
he's
talks.
looking.
I think it's just the way he talks.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like
if
Aussies.
someone said that to me, I'd be like, excuse me.
Come on,
like,
mate, you're an Aussie, alright?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have been offended by that. That's how Aussies talk like that. Well, yeah, I just found it funny because he could literally be talking about, you know, her fecal matter and putting her fecal matter somewhere.
maybe she's been constipated. He's like, I just put your shit in dry.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like, he helped her let it loose.
He's a laxative kind of guy.
Anyway, moving on. Now coast like there's no tomorrow. Moving too fast. I'm hoping to drive slow. Yeah. He's moving along. His pace is fast and he's moving along in life. And he's been getting and achieving whatever it is that he's been wanting. And when he says, I'm hoping to drive slow, maybe that means this time around he's got someone and he just wants to sit back and relax and kind of enjoy life a bit more.
Yeah, because now he probably reached that point where, you know, he's got so much financial successes, he probably feels he's lacking in all his other points in life, like social, just like he was saying, yeah. Because that happens, you know, sometimes people work so hard and they forget their family or their relationships. And then when they look at everything they have, like, I've got all this money, but, you know, how come no one's around me? How come no one wants to spend time with me?
Yeah.
And then they forget the fact that, you know, you gotta keep your relationships, like, you know, at a good point with people, you know. You can always work hard and, you know, do whatever it is for your material successes or your career successes. But you got to make sure the people that you want to keep in life understand that as well, and you don't just disappear out of nowhere, you know. Because if you make the it's all about making the effort. I think, like, even if you don't see someone that often, if another person can see you're making an effort to see them, like, at least you're trying to make time to see them, it's appreciated, and they'll make time to see you. But if you obviously don't make time to see someone, it will receive it. People receive it in a way where, like, this person's not even bothering to spend time with me. You know, like, I don't know if I want to keep a relationship with them. You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes it can even get... It's not about the fact that someone's working so hard. Sometimes it could even be as simple as a fact... as simple of a fact as... I always see you at the soccer game with A, B, and C. So how come you don't... spend time with me? You have so much time. You go to the soccer game with A, B, and C. You go to the basketball game with, you know, D, E, and F. But you don't even, like, you can't even have a coffee with me.
Yeah.
You know, people, they see that, and it shows the recipient what kind of effort they should be putting in, because it's not fair. If I'm giving 100% and the other person's only giving 5%, why would I want to continue giving 100% kind of thing? He could have gotten to that point and be like, damn, maybe I should have put more in a percentage in my relationships or in my other things. I better slow down here on my, you know, whatever my pursuits are here, because I've been going too fast, and balance it out.
Yeah.
With the now coast like there's no tomorrow.
Does that mean, like, right along?
It could mean going overseas.
Coast to coast?
Yeah, it could mean... You reckon that's what it means?
Yeah, like, traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you think it's got to do with... Because in the second verse, Ty Dolla talks about...
Riding down the coast.
Yeah. And then maybe, you know, they have to drive down the coast to get somewhere, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it probably means, like, going from coast to coast, like going from one place to another, constantly moving around like there's no tomorrow.
He could be going from the west coast of the US to the east coast. That's a pretty long drive. That's an extremely long drive.
It makes sense if it's, you know, if he's talking about how he has to move around so much and he's moving too fast, as in he's too busy doing too much at once, and now he's hoping to drive slow, as in he just wants to sort of sit down, you know, sit back and relax and kind of enjoy things a little bit more. Yeah.
Maybe, and also from the West Coast of the US to the East Coast, it could be like his tour. Because you know, when you're from the US and you got a tour, you got to go to all these states.
Yeah,
and I think the tour bus probably goes from one side to the other, to east to west or west to east. I'm not sure. Maybe it's got to do with that. But like No Tomorrow, yeah, he's doing it fast.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and we'll move on, and these two lines will conclude verse 3, and they go, I don't want you to wonder where I go, can learn a lot from this, and it's something that I know.
Yeah.
So I think this is sweet. So I think he's just saying he's with her now, they'll be together, and he doesn't want her to... Because of the fact that he's probably moving around from place to place so often, he doesn't like his significant other to worry about where he is all the time and what he's doing and feeling a bit mistrustful. Yeah, and feeling mistrustful. So this time around, he's just assuring her that, you know, I'll be with you whenever and wherever you need me now.
Yeah.
And he's saying that this relationship is probably a new endeavor, and he will learn a lot from this sort of relationship.
Yeah, I like that part.
Yeah.
It sounds sweet because it sounds like he's willing to progress and develop with this relationship.
Yeah, he's willing to commit, put the time in and stuff for it. Yeah.
He makes it sound important and special, you know. He doesn't sound like he's going to take it lightly. He's willing to learn something from it.
Yeah.
You know, so it sounds like he's willing to progress.
Yeah.
You know, and if he makes mistakes, you know, he'll want to learn from them.
Yeah. Like he's willing to grow.
Yeah,
together.
and he's probably going to learn as well, like what's working well, and he'll learn that, you know, this works well, this doesn't. Yeah, it's a good way to talk about a relationship with someone. You know.
Yeah.
When you talk about it, like a sense of growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's saying that he's sure about that too.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
Okay, be right back. Let me turn on the light. It's getting dark.
Okay.
Okay. This concludes the third verse.
Okay, so just in conclusion of verse 3, we think here he's saying that he's always happy to make plans. And ever since he's been in his significant other's life, or his significant other has been in his life, things have been getting better for his partner. And he's willing to keep moving forward with her. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and in all the verses, you can kind of see how the guys, because each guy has their own verse, they're all kind of explain like how they're good and how they're a reliable guy. He has his own way of saying it as well, and he's just trying to say, you know, he's willing to build on the relationship and, you know, learn and develop a good relationship with his partner. And that makes him reliable too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that verse, it's the chorus, and it's repeated for the last time. So, just to conclude the whole song, or summarize the whole song, we think the whole song is just talking about how no matter what, everything will be dropped for your or their significant other, and specifically, you know, driving to meet
and showing up.
And showing up and being there for the significant other.
Yeah, they're willing to make their way to be in the presence of the significant other.
Yeah.
And that's always a romantic thing.
And that's it. That's OTW.
Yeah. As usual, you know, some of the content that we read through makes us think about things, and we had some questions in mind. One of the things I was wondering is because these guys talk about their cars and stuff, like, do material riches really matter in terms of a loving relationship? You know, does it prove that, because they talk about they have all these like expensive cars, but does that prove that you're better at being there for someone than someone else?
One of the things I was thinking about was, should you be explicit about what's on your mind to your significant other, even though you think you've made it obvious? Yeah. And then the other thing I was thinking was about millennials and centennials, and we may be impatient in this day and age. Seeing as we live in an age where most things are like readily available and easily accessible now, has our capacity for patience worn thin because of all these technological advancements? And it kind of makes me think, you know, of wealth as well. Like, are we spending our wealth responsibly and things like that? Yeah.
And another thing I was thinking about, or we were thinking about, is does a guy have to answer to a girl's call like immediately? Does he have to be there when she asks, just to prove how worthy he is for love? Because, you know, sometimes a guy might be busy.
Yeah.
And sometimes he can't answer. But yeah.
And vice versa as well.
Yeah.
A lady, does she have to be at a guy's beck and call all the time?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that wraps it up. Hope you enjoyed everything. As usual, can you please let us know what's good, what's not?
What you want to see more of, what you want to see less of.
Yeah, what you like, what you don't like. And as usual, we apologize for anything offensive or anything incorrect that we have said, because V and I were always forever learning, and we'll always stand corrected if someone is willing to tell us what we said wrong. Yeah. Other than that, as we forgot to say before, I'm Dan.
I'm V.
And this is Lyrics at Home.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.